Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Scarbo speaking to you from the Cesar Transformation Healing Center in rainy Wareham, Massachusetts. We have a little bit of a nor'easter brewing outside. Rainy, wet, windy. Today I want to do a reading. Today is Saturday, October 27th, and yesterday the mad bomber that sent all the bombs to the Democrats, I guess we could call it Trump's enemies list, was captured. I've been busy today, so I haven't had time to look to see if there's been any other news about this particular incident, but I was curious to see if this individual was working alone, and see if there's something else that we can glean from the cards in this situation. His name was, oh my God, what's his name? Cesar Sayoc, I think. He's of Native American heritage, I believe. He is a registered Republican, and he was driving around in a van replete with Trump stickers and stickers of prominent Democrats in the crosshairs. He was seen at Trump rallies. He was many things, but I think the most recent thing that he did was he was a male stripper, and also I think a bouncer. Sort of a pretty muscly guy. He's 56, so he has pretty good muscle tone. 56. Perhaps he does some steroids to help keep his muscle tone up. As you get older, it's harder to keep that kind of muscle tone up, even if you do work out. So, but obviously, and his birthday is March 17th, 1962. So he's a Pisces, and he does his, I don't know what day, I don't know what time he was born, but his chart has the North Node in Leo, and he just had his nodal return. The South Node in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. So that Saturn in Aquarius conjunct the South Node is a tough aspect to have. All right. So it's really hard to let go of the past with that. Really, really hard, especially your traumas. All right, so I'm going to put this down, and we're going to take a look and see about Cesar, see if he was working alone. I did shuffle. Hopefully you heard me. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. That would be him. Rushing into battle with the idea that he had right on his side. The Five of Wands, fueled by the energy of chaos, and this, to me, the Five of Wands is the chaos created by Trump's demagoguery, I guess, all the stuff that he says that stimulated this man's natural tendency towards being a warrior. I mean, if he's Native American, they are sort of known for their warriors. So we have warriors perhaps looking for, in his case, that is, a warrior looking for a cause. Let's see what's at the root. Justice, and reversed. And so it is, at the root of it was he wanted to even the score. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just try one thing here, see if this makes it better. That might actually work better. I don't know. I think this light is not helping. So we have at the root, we have the Justice card, but it's upside down. So it's based on a faulty sense of justice. Okay, so far he's in it by himself. Okay, we have the Strength card reversed. He was feeling disempowered. The Strength card is a card that deals with the capacity to sort of hold your carnal nature down through gentleness. And so with it upside down, there's a lot of sexual energy here. There's a lot of perhaps anger here. That all fuels the fire, as it were. Okay, what's in the sky is the Temperance card. Of course, he is being tempered now. He's in jail. And so he is being prevented from further action. That's how I would read that card. In the future, we have the Ten of Wands. This was the card that I think when I asked about the bomber, this was the first card that came up. But this card keeps coming up. So I would say that he's probably part of a network of people like himself. That's what this looks like, a network of people. But I feel as though these people are so fiery and so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just action oriented, that it's hard. That makes it a little harder to organize these people. I think we're going to find out that there's more of an organization to this over the next 6 weeks or so. All right. How people see it, the Page of Wands. People are seeing this as simply the beginning of this, actually. You see that? Page of Wands. Okay. They see this as the beginning of something. Or perhaps they're concerned. Or this could also be that there's a message here. There's a message that needs to be heard. And the mere message could be that, Donald Trump can't just say what he wants and not expect things to happen. The domestic situation, the Five of Swords. This card, this card reminds me of, there's an expression when you're dealing with thieves and ne'er-do-wells that you can't expect, like they eventually rat each other out. So you're dealing with a group of people who are, chances of them ratting each other out is pretty good. But this is, as the domestic situation, people feel like they're in danger. They feel like people are not acting fairly, and that people are actually progressing through either nefarious or illegal or immoral ways. Okay, hopes and fears. The Knight of Coins, I feel like they are hoping that this isn't well-financed. This isn't like a well-financed thing, because that would be a problem. Maybe some people want that. I don't know. The outcome, the Queen of Coins. This could be Rebecca Mercer, and I know that sounds kind of wacky, but she was behind Cambridge Analytica. This is and connected to Bannon, so it's very possible that these guys are connected to Steve Bannon and all that sort of almost right-wing paramilitary guys that are being arrested now all over the country. Broken Heart. Knight of Wands. Another guy. There's another guy. And the King of Wands. That's two more guys, but no major arcana. So the Ten of Cups. So I think the Ten of Cups cards symbolizes that, that things are either going to be okay, or that there are certain Republicans behind this. I would like to pick the first, because I would hate to think that that people in power like that, the Republicans, like a party, would be part and parcel to this, but it's hard to say whether they are or aren't. I'm going to say that it's going to work out we're going to get to understand what's going on. But I believe that there are more people out there like this, but perhaps the authorities have a better handle on it now. So let me ask that. Let's put these aside. Let me see if I can find. Oh, I'm going to use the Waite on this. I'll just use another deck. That way you don't have to spend too much time shuffling. So now I want to know, does the authorities have a good handle on this? Is there do we need to continue to worry, or is this pretty much the end of it? Okay. I hear a lot of people talking about a civil war, but I don't know. I might ask that question separately. There's certainly a war on civility, I'll tell you that. So this is as to whether the law enforcement has a handle on these guys. There's the money, the old money. This is, I feel like this is the super rich that could be financing this kind of stuff. It could also be that there's a lot of money available to the cops to work this out. Hopefully it's not as a bribe, right? Temperance, okay. So the crossing card is temperance. How do they temper this? How do they temper it down? That's their challenge. There are people within the police that are spies. So they have to watch, because they can't trust their own ranks with this, because there'll be people who are sympathetic to these guys, even though they know they're criminals. Queen of Cups in the past. I'm going to leave that there. That sometimes comes up as the women's movement. The King of Cups up top. This could be Putin. This could be Trump. This is Trump's shadow vibration. So he's on top of this somehow. I don't know if that makes me feel good. I don't think it does. Okay. So over the next 6 weeks, we have an end of something. So I think that this is a good card to get. I think the police will actually work to our benefit on this. Hopes and fears, they'll stand strong and true and do their job. Domestic situation, a new idea, a new beginning. I think that's a positive card. I see that as a positive energy. The Knight of Wands, hopes and fears. The hope that that this is, that they're vigilant, that they'll go far and wide to keep us safe. Knights are there to protect us, right? So we see the police sort of as knights on their steeds, right? All right. Not everybody sees them that way, but that's a hope, right? A hope. It's interesting, the six of Pentacles here. I think they're going to figure out who's paying these guys. They're going to find out who's paying these guys. And the Hanged Man. So they're going to find out who's paying these guys, and it's going to cause them to look at things in a different way. I'm not sure that the guys paying them are going to get in trouble, but they'll have more information because of this, and maybe they can keep a better eye on things. And then there's the Lover's card, which is about choice. And so the police will have a choice as to which way to go. They'll have, I feel as though they're going to get a handle on this, It's going to end some things. They're going to figure out who's behind it. Their hands are going to be tied behind their back, perhaps, because of the fact that the president is connected, if not directly connected, certainly with his rhetoric, he's connected. And then at that point, they're going to have to make a choice as to who they're going to stand up for. They're going to stand up for democracy and the people, or are they going to stand up for the president? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we have to keep the energy. We have to visualize for the best. We have to keep vigilant, and we have to continue to foster a sense of love and compassion, and yet healthy boundaries. Don't let people tread on you. Put up your boundaries, put up your white light, and focus on the world that you want to see. There's a lot of power in that. Don't let these people distract you with this stuff. The people who are responsible for taking care of these kinds of things are being responsible. Ultimately, will they choose what they choose will also depend on how we focus our consciousness. So focus your consciousness on what you want to see. You want to see justice, focus on justice. You want to see love, focus on love. You want to see the truth come out, focus on the truth coming out. And it will. It will happen. We are co-creative with the universe. So we are not powerless in this interaction. We're actually on some level creating it. So create well, my fellow creators. So I hope that this was helpful. As I said, create well. Like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, other questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments, and if I can get to them, I will. Have a great weekend, and I will see you again soon. Oh, I'll see you for the daily astrology for tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Bye.